Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. and I make videos all about the journey of starting a candle business. And today's video is going to be a little walkthrough and updated on how we store all of our finished products that are ready to go on our retail website. If you hear anything in the room, Chris is actually still going to be packaging orders. I just kind of bombarded myself in here to be able to film this video, and he was hard at work over the last couple days getting all of this put together. I have filmed a video like this before. I feel like it was a few months ago. Maybe it was a little bit longer than a few months ago, but it was earlier last year that I filmed. And before we actually had a big, what is that called? It's like a grid wall. Yeah, it's like a grid wall thing that was holding all of the wax melts. And we found that it was just taking up so much room. So we changed it up in a way to make it have a little bit more space because we just found that we weren't utilizing as much space as we could in here. And if you're wondering, this is a bedroom closet. So our candle making area is a bedroom. And then we took out all of the stuff that usually is up there to hang clothes. So it gave us a little bit more room to put these bookcases. Now, these bookcases in here are the Billy bookcases from IKEA. And yes, we were very bummed that this new bookcase that we just recently got is not white, but we were checking for weeks and weeks, and the IKEAs near us were just out of stock of the white Billy bookcases, so we decided to go with this color right here. I will leave the color up on the screen right here in case you're curious. But it does match pretty well to the lids of the Cali jars. So at least there's that. I know it doesn't match completely with everything, but it does kind of match with the candles and how everything looks. And before I get any further, let's address the smiley faces real fast because these are the best thing ever. So in case you're wondering what the heck this is, so these are actually to hold our wax melts. Now, as I was saying before, we had that big kind of triangle shaped grid that we were using to hold, that was kind of like a pegboard to hold all of the wax melts. But again, we just found that it was just taking up too much space. So we were trying to figure out how can we store wax melts on these Billy bookcases. And we were looking at IKEA and we found these magazine holders. I think that's what they're called, magazine files. And they just have these little cutouts of these smiley faces. So now every time we walk in here, it's just a very happy room. So we got all of our wax melts and Chris organized it by fragrance. So we have it labeled on which fragrance is in there, so you can kind of see the wax melts are inside of there. Some of them are stacked like that because of how many we have, and other ones he stacked it kind of more on its side to where you can look in and actually see the different fragrances that are in there. So we have 30 different fragrances, and this is including all of our holiday fragrances as well. So fall scents and winter scents. And by the way, we don't always have this light in there, but I like the lighting in here like this better than the closet light. You can see a lot more. And then the new addition that we also made as well, besides getting this new bookcase right here, is these glass doors. So these glass doors are just a protection because of the fact that we do live in California. We do get earthquakes. We never know, you know, if there's going to be a really big earthquake that's going to hit us, and we have all of these breakable products on this shelf. So we got these glass doors, and it's really cool because it kind of looks like a store. Like, I just imagine if we had a storefront, it would be so cool to have, you know, these glass doors on these bookcases. And we already had these bookcases. You are able to just buy the glass panels and install it. So you can kind of see, you know, right there that Chris installed it on the sides. There's all the little openings, little dots on the sides of the Billy bookcases. And also these shelving units, you know, most of them can be adjusted, you know, height differences and stuff like that. Now you can kind of see the reflection of me on the glass when I'm in here. But this is just to have some protection for the product in case there's an earthquake. And it also looks really cool too. It looks really nice. So I think that overall, you know, walking in here, it's kind of like walking into a little store when you're going through and pulling the product to package up and send out to the customer. And then this shelving area over here, was it these 3 shelves, Chris, that you're using for wholesale storage?
Eventually, if we sell out of all the fall collection, winter collection.
Oh yeah, fall and winter collection are down here. We're trying our best to, we're doing a buy one, get one free right now on the website because we're just trying to get those out of here so we can free up this space down here. But then eventually, you know, all the product for wholesale, because of the little space that we have in the room, to be able to have the space on the shelf.
Staging area.
Staging.
Yeah, so I want to move all that down to the bottom. That's like the everyday with the clear and then the 7 ounce. Move that there, and then it almost gives us every
entire
shelf.
For wholesale.
For wholesale orders.
Yeah, because what happens is when there's a lot of wholesale orders at once is
folding tables.
Yeah, the folding tables. There's only
so much space and only so many folding tables.
Exactly. So it's just kind of nice to be able to, before he's ready to package everything up, just because it can be way more efficient when you're doing wholesale to just make, and like you do everything in kind of stages of like bulk. So you pour everything.
To where I pour again.
Yeah, exactly. Somewhere to place it. So yeah, that is kind of, you know, how we have everything set up.
Are amazing.
Yeah, the doors are really cool. So what he decided to do was, we have little hair ties right there because he found that even if these are pushing against the glass, it can open up. So, I mean, you know, it's pretty heavy on there. It's pretty sturdy, but just to have the hair ties right there, just to kind of, you know, keep it closed in a little bit more.
Yeah, and you have to secure these to the wall.
Oh yeah, these are secured to the wall.
If you open both doors and say there's no product on it, the weight of the doors will make the whole thing fall forward. You have to, they come with L-shaped brackets to secure to the main walls.
I know it's kind of bright up there, but
there's no movement.
Yeah, there's no movement on them.
Like,
they're just
going nowhere.
super secure to the wall.
I experienced the 94 earthquake, Northridge 94 earthquake. Everything came out.
Yeah.
Every cabinet, every dish, everything came out everywhere. Glass everywhere. And it just has always worried me about
because you never
product. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Not worried about the bottles though, because those are all secure.
Yeah.
Those just bounce and roll and.
So you got these organized by
alphabetical order.
Alphabetically.
Yeah.
So these are all. Let me turn up the brightness on here so you can see the fragrances. So this is all the fragrance oil area right over here. And did you do that because the wax melts are lighter on top and then the fragrance oils are heavier on the bottom?
Yeah. Even though they're mounted to the wall, right? But I still want to
do heavier stuff on the bottom.
Yeah.
So this is our little product
and the
storage area.
Faces are eye level.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. These are, instead of having to bend down to grab the wax melts at the bottom. Very true.
And I like how the width of these boxes just so happen to match the width of the 6-ounce tin labels.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is cool. These labels fit pretty much perfectly on there.
Yeah.
So I know we were trying to figure out for the longest time, how are we going to store the wax melts on here that's going to separate them, but is still going to be easy to see. And this seems to be a good idea. And again, it's kind of like the happy room now because of all these smiley faces.
And I had to chop all their heads off.
Yeah.
So I had to cut them to size because generally they're much taller. But if
it was going to hit, right?
What happens is, say this is 12 inches. And then you take the whole measurement of the whole shelf, then you have to take away the measurement of the thickness of the shelf. And by dividing the shelves, we just didn't have enough inches, no measurement. Yeah. Where we could put the shelves in. And
also, I feel like the top half is not really necessary, though.
Yeah.
You know? It wasn't too necessary. I mean, we don't typically have, for the vanilla coffee bean, we have quite a few right there. But that's a lot of wax melts to have on hand. And then most of them are not, having a ton of wax melts.
Yeah, and I wanted the shelves to be even across on all the shelves. Or, you know what I mean? Like,
You want them all to be aligned though.
Yeah.
Like,
they're all
aligned together. Yeah. Not have this one up here and this one down here kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so just overview. We got these glass doors. I'll leave everything down in probably the pinned comment because my description box always has a lot of stuff in there. So I will leave it down in the pinned comment below. Yeah, the bookcases.
They come with these soft little spongy things, right? Stickers. So, you just stick them on, and then it's not a hard close. Just kind of dampens the noise.
Yeah.
One goes there.
Yeah. So this is the overview of our product storage area. And then we just have some camera lighting equipment right there. And this is our area over here. So I just want to take a moment, show you the update because I thought it was kind of exciting. And, it looks pretty fun. It's really fun when we have, like a friend over or something, they get to check it out and they're like, whoa, it's like a store. And now it's really kind of like a store now. So it's really fun. But make sure you check the pinned comment. I will have some things linked down there in case you're interested in getting some of this stuff for your product storage. But with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. I realize you can see me right here, so you.